The Prime Minister's alarm underscores the potential societal impacts of such genres, particularly in fueling violence and promoting negative behaviors.
And we have to accept that I don't know that I could call it emerging, there has emerged a trend in our entertainment sector over the last, perhaps more recently in the context of the Caribbean and the Southern Caribbean, in the case of Trinidad, in the case of Jamaica, dancehall music, in the case of Black America, rap, hip-hop, that glorifies violence, that glorifies criminality.
Particularly highlighting his country's version of dancehall music known as Trinidad music, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said during the 46th regular meeting of the Conference of the Heads of Government of CARICOM, they realized there's difficulty in containing the reach of violent content due to the influence of social media.
We discussed it at length, but we make a distinction between condemning it and banning it, because we believe that talk about bans, to ban something, is simply to make it more attractive to those who would want to use it. In the technological world, you can't ban something like that because you might say you don't want it on TTT, you don't want it in a public space, but social media will make sure it's available to all who want it. And that's one of the difficulties that the current world faces. There was a time if you say don't print it in the newspaper, that's the end of that.
Guyanese President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali also called on fellow leaders to prevent violent music from taking root in their respective countries. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell said the aim is not to silence the creatives. However, societal values have to be upheld, especially since the music is influencing on the younger generation.
And we are not here to say that you don't have the right to your cultural expression, artistic expression, or poetic license. But all societies have to, again, determine what are our values. We have to ascertain if promoting violence, glorifying criminality, is to be normalized, is to become mainstream. Heads are clear. It is not. And so we are unreserved in our condemnation.
Just last month, Grenadians were outraged over a show scheduled for the eve of the country's 50th anniversary of independence, featuring controversial Trinidadian Trinidad artist Kashif Cayman 6 Alexander. Their concerns were due to Cayman 6 being linked to the ongoing bloody warfare between two rival gangs in the Twin Island Republic, which left several persons dead during 2 attempts on his life. He was subsequently removed from the cast of the show. Shortly after, he was banned from entering St. Kitts and Nevis, where he was due to perform, after he was flagged as a security risk. He was further barred from entering Guyana to perform for a show less than 2 weeks ago. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.